Hey everybody, Jay Barino here. I wanted to make an updated version of my Starcraft Mass Recall installation video because my old one is outdated. I also wanted to make it a little more generalized so that you can take this information about how the file structuring works and apply it to any other custom campaign that you want to download and play, because it all is kind of the same general idea of having the file structuring correct. So I will put a link in the description for how to get to Starcraft Mass Recall, and for all the other custom campaigns there should be a link, there should be links in my videos of them that should take you to the project pages, as well as the Custom Campaign Initiative, which is an awesome place where they're all combined and you can find all sorts of new stuff. Alright, so here's Mass Recall. I'm coming in here. They do have an installer now. I'm not going to explain the installer because it's an installer. It does it for you. I'm going to do it manually so that it can be applicable to other custom campaigns as well, and you can use this to troubleshoot your file structuring if you're having problems. Alrighty, so just first and foremost, when you come here, don't click this download button on the overview page. This is important, and I'm addressing this because I know that this has given some people problems. Because when you click the download button on the overview page, it downloads the latest file, and only the latest file that's been uploaded to that project. So let's go see what that is for Mass Recall. Oh look, it's map pack 1 of 3 in German. As an English speaker, that's not really what I'm interested in, so we don't want that. If you scroll down, you'll notice here's map pack 1 of 2 version 541 in English. That's what we want, but that's not what we're going to get if we hit that download button on the overview page. Lucky for us, Mass Recall, the project page is nice enough to have the latest links to the proper files on their front page. Some custom campaigns don't have that, and you do have to navigate through the files. Not too many of them are hard to figure out, though, I will say. None of them are very challenging to understand. Anyway, you want to come down here and you want to download Map Pack 1 of 2, Map Pack 2 of 2, and Extras. So when you click on these, it takes you to the file page, and you can click this download button because this download button on the specific file page only will download that file. Anyway, go ahead and download those 3 map packs. For the mods, one thing I didn't emphasize in my first video that I will now is these are mutually exclusive. You have to do one or the other. So if you want to play the original SCMR mod, only download that one, or only download the Retro Edition if you want to play the Retro Edition. If you put both in your mods folder, then it will not work. The whole map pack just won't work. And then the cinematics pack as well. I went ahead and downloaded all of these. When I say the cinematics pack as well, I just mean download that. I don't mean that that one's mutually exclusive with the other mods. So download those 5 things. The cinematic pack is optional, though. So I've got mod. Maps 3 is extras, but it's titled Maps 3. And then Map Pack 1 of 2, Map Pack 2 of 2. Next, you have to know where your Starcraft parent directory is, where the game files live. You have 2 Starcraft directories on your computer. One is where your save files live, and that is in My Documents. That is not the one we're talking about, and it's important you know the difference when you're installing custom campaigns. You want to find where your actual game files live. So here's mine, right here. Your default directory is in probably your C drive, Program Files, x86, StarCraft 2. Mine's in a slightly different place. It doesn't matter. It's wherever you installed StarCraft, and it should look similar to this. You will have a mods file, mods folder already, and it will look similar to this. It'll have these little green mod files in a couple folders. You might not have a maps folder. If you haven't played any custom campaigns, you definitely won't. You have to make one. Just right-click, New, make a new folder, call it Maps. This is all case sensitive, so make sure you have capitals where there are capitals. I feel like I shouldn't have to say that, but it's important that you know that. All right. So if you go in Maps, you can see mine has a bunch of crap in it. If yours is brand new, it won't have anything in it. So let's start unpacking the stuff. So you double-click this. I use WinRAR. You might use a different program, but it's going to look generally the same. It's going to open up this stuff, and you're going to pick what you want to unpack. This is a very important thing that may have caused people problems in the past. You can see this mods folder here. All right, don't extract the mods folder. You already have a mods folder in your StarCraft 2 directory, so you want to go further into the mods folder and extract only the mod file, and this applies to other custom campaigns as well, where there are all sorts of nested folders and stuff. You just want to get the mod file, the one that is .sc2mod with the little green symbol. That's what you want to extract and put in your mods folder. Do not have that be in another folder. Just have that directly under your mods. So as you can see, we're in mods. There it is, SCMR mod. Great. So let's do the map packs now. We'll go into SCMR Maps 1. I'll go, just for reference, I'm going to go head over to my Maps directory. Again, yours will be empty if you have nothing else downloaded. So let's click Maps 1. There's the Starcraft Mass Recall folder. Now, here's another important thing. You'll notice in my maps folder, most of these custom campaigns, except this one at the bottom, has a parent folder. So you go in here and there's the maps. You go into biotech, there's the maps. So it's the same thing with Mass Recall. You can go about this one of two ways. You can create an empty folder called Starcraft Mass Recall exactly as it appears here, and then go in here and extract these things into that. Or just go ahead and extract this whole folder to your maps directory, and it'll create that folder for you with the things in it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to extract mappat 1 of 1, taking some time. And there we go. There it is. It created it, and inside of it are the first 3 episodes, the campaign launcher, and SCMR setup. Great. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with mappack 2 and extras. Now, again, and it's this kind of the same thing as how it worked with the mods. Do not extract the folder. We already created the folder with the first map pack. So go inside of this and extract the 3 folders that are the 3 Brood War episodes. Move those to Starcraft Mass Recall. Okay. If we go in here, they should appear. There we go. They got unpacked to the correct place. We're going to go back. We're going to do maps 3, which is extras. Again, don't extract the parent folder again. Go inside, and we're going to extract extras. Put it in the same place. And again, these instructions are all written out on the Mass Recall download page as well. And if you were using the installer, it would put all of these things where we're putting them now manually. It's just a lot of other custom campaigns do not have installers, and you're going to be doing basically this, but they're smaller, so they're usually only 1 download or maybe 2. Okay, so at this point, I want to point out everything is ready to play. We go back, we check our mods folder, StarCraft 2 mods. You should have SCMR mod in here or SCMR retro mod, one or the other, not both. Very important. And it should just be the actual mod file with the little green symbol. It's going to be a .sc2 mod file. Then you go to Maps. You will have this Starcraft Mass Recall folder. It might be the only thing in here. You go in there. You got your 6 episodes, extras, icon, campaign launcher, setup. You should have all of those. It should be exactly this way. If you have it exactly this way, I am like 95% sure that it will work for you. And if it doesn't, I would recommend your first step should just be delete everything and re-download and try again. And make sure that you're actually unzipping everything. You might be putting zipped folders in here. That's another thing that might be causing problems for people. Okay, so I want to point out everything's ready to play if we run SCMR setup. Excuse me, if you run SCMR campaign launcher, it will work and you can play offline. I am not going to explain how to play online on Battle.net. I did in my old video, and it will work exactly the same here. It's the same process, and the file structuring will end up the same before you start doing that anyway. And offline, online, I don't know, it just really doesn't seem that important. For the cinematic pack, if you come back here, it has instructions, manual install, add the cinematics mod to your mods folder, and replace the standard launcher with the one you find in this zip. So let's do exactly that. We'll go ahead and open these back up. So let's open up the cinematic thing, and here we go again. As you can see, it's got the 2 parent folders, but we don't want to extract the folders, only the things inside of them, because we already have those folders. Open up mods. There's the cinematic mod. I will extract it. Program files, StarCraft 2. Mods. Okay. Slowly, and there it is. Great. That one can be side by side with the SCMR mod. The only things you can't have overlapping are the retro mod or the original. Those you have to pick one or the other. Okay. Oh, I closed this. Let's open this back up. And then we're going to go ahead and move these to the Starcraft Mass Recall parent folder here. Now it's said to replace the campaign launcher here with the one that's inside the zip file. So I'm just going to go ahead and extract, and I should get a notification saying there's duplicates. Do you want to replace it? So that's what I'm going to do. There we go. So I'm going to say yes, replace it. There's the cinematic player. There's the new campaign launcher. So if we use the campaign launcher, it's going to open up the editor. Now I think Mass Recall comes with a little icon for your desktop, which does all this for you and will just launch it. But for other custom campaigns, if it has a launcher or you're just going to open up the first map, you have to open it up in the editor and you click this test document button. Some will come up with a little box with exceptions and errors. Don't worry about those. It doesn't matter. You can ignore those. You can just X out of that box. It will not affect anything. Just hit this test document button. It'll open up StarCraft. I'm going to have to go ahead and change my screen region. change my screen region. There we go. And this is the fact that we made it to a loading screen is a good sign. So usually it'll just skip straight to the nefarious unable to open map error. And if you're getting that, it just means something's in the wrong place. Hey, it opened. It worked. So theoretically, if we went to any of these and we played, again, if it even goes to a loading screen at all, that means that it found the right map. And again, the real key to this, well, we know it works, so I'm going to tab out of here. The real key to all of this is understanding how file structuring works. In all these maps, there's a trigger. Whether you're going from mission 1 to mission 2, or you're going from the campaign launcher and picking any mission, when you click that button, there's a trigger in the map that's looking in a specific directory for a specifically titled map. And if those directories and files are not named the way that they expect to see them, you'll get an error. So when you get those errors, that just means that something's in the wrong spot. I cannot emphasize that enough. I cannot emphasize that so many times. I know a lot of people, they think that they follow the instructions. They're adamant that they follow the instructions exactly the way they think. But I'm telling you, you did something wrong. I'm not throwing stones here. I'm just saying something's wrong with the file structuring. And if you're still getting problems and you're 100% sure, try re-downloading. That's troubleshooting 101. Delete everything and try re-downloading and make sure you're getting the one in the right language. Alrighty, so I'm hopeful that this is helpful. What I can do is come back here and just show off, as you can see, some of these other ones. They're all set up kind of the same way, where it's got the maps and the campaign launcher in here. Some of them, what's a good example? Enslaver's Redux. This one has like an episode 1 folder within it with the campaign launcher. That's set up just like Mass Recall, where the episodes are separated in subfolders. It's all about what the map maker intended for where the directory should be. So when you download it and you're unpacking, you should use your intuition to kind of get a clue to where the folder should go. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. This has been Jay Barino. Hope you'll stick around and watch some of my other series if you're new here. And thanks for watching again. I'll see you later.